Governor Sheriff Scoring has continued to establish landmarks. In education as in other sectors, he appears not to be looking back. The Commissioner for Technical Education, Honorable Smarty Jama Ufoh, on Wednesday, 15th of January, visited the model colleges of technical education under construction in Omadino, Warri South Local Government Area, Ogariki, Ufoh West Local Government Area, and Kiabodo, Burutu Local Government Area. The colleges under construction are at various levels of completion, with breathtaking structures that have now become signature and trademark of the Delta State government. On Omadino, the school construction is very much near completion, and the commissioner appears to be impressed with the pace of work and the quality of the work. He, however, reminded the contractors that they are working in a government where the governor leaves nothing to chance and has no tolerance for anything but the best.
In the first place, you can see everybody is happy. More agenda of His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Francis Scoring, is working. His concern for development, his developmental stride is ringing bell everywhere. You remember when we came here last time, the governor was equally here present when his entourage. You remember how the community lined up to welcome him because of this laudable project. Today we are here. I told them when I came that time that, like, I have come to see things myself, and I decided to summon all the contractors, which the governor himself decided to pay a visit because he's a grassroots man, because he supervises wherever he's putting money. After that, there was geometric approach. The work increased geometrically. Money was released because the governor wanted to make sure that this place is ready and commissioned. Today, all of us are happy. We have met contractors on ground. All of them, they are here. We have gone round. I think I can boldly say that on or before mid of February, this job is completed. So today, I can comfortably say I have gone round as a commissioner, as a forerunner to the governor. I am here, I have gone round, and I have seen that work is almost completed. I can say 90-95%. Everything is almost set. So I'm happy, and I can boldly tell His Excellency that here is due to be commissioned in so time. I have seen, and I thank God that we are here today. I thank God that our governor has scored another big goal here, and the people are happy.
First and foremost, I want to express my deepest appreciation to the governor of Delta State. That's the person of Right Honorable Francis Sheriff Scoring. He went into action as soon as he inspected this place and saw what was going on. Actually, what delayed the project from moving was paucity of funds. And as soon as he realized it and else were put together, he released funds. I've seen him go around so many sites in the state and where he condemns people that are not doing right. And I expect him to do so because that's what he's supposed to be, because most of the ones we've had in the past, they does not visit the site as much as this one is going. And I know him, he's a street man, and he knows what he wants. What I mean street man is somebody that is dogged and wants to see the bottom of whatever he's put in his hand.
In Kiabodo, Brutu local government area, the construction appears to be at about 30% completed, but is visibly ongoing with workers on site. The contractor enumerated the circumstances they had to deal with, such as flooding that necessitated leaving the site and coming back with solutions. The contractor equally made known to the commissioner certain observations considered not inherent in the construction, as is with other colleges. The commissioner and the contractor had these to say.
We are in a cabinet today to see things ourselves and be able to evaluate whether the contractor is on site and also the percentage of work done. Having known that, having been briefed initially that they've not gone far so much, and the kind of money they have collected, I think it's only one certificate.
Yes, sir.
After demobilization. So we're here and we've gone around. The only issue that we're having here now is that the work they are following on, but the issue we're having is that's the workshop.
Yes.
That's supposed to be about
3 blocks, only 2 blocks here.
3 blocks.
3 blocks.
Yes.
That has 9
For 9 workshops.
9 workshops.
Yes, sir.
But here it's only 2. Other than that, I think the contractor we have met on site and work is going on. We need to, if we say we want to score, they've achieved like between 25 to 30%, but precisely 25% have been achieved. And the promise is that everything being equal, ceteris paribus, by May, they would have reached between 70 or between completion stage. So we are going back to see what could be done now that the contractors are back to site. We have seen things as sand everywhere, stones and workers on site.
First and foremost, I want to thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, for bringing this project to Okeagbado. I think this project is there's going to be a lot of development in this area. When we started, there were a lot of hiccup because of the flood, and we demobilized that time. There was hiccup, even the former commissioner is aware, we had to demobilize. But now we are back to site. We have completed buildings, foundation for 7 buildings. The 7 buildings are the boys' hostel, the dining kitchen, the female hostel, the clinic, the 1-bedroom of 4 units, the 2-bedroom of 4 units, 3-bedroom of 2 units. And we call it completed the foundation for generator house. Yes. So we have the administrative building, the school hall, the 4-bedroom, and the workshops. They are almost 80 to 90% completion at the foundation level. We are doing filling now. You can see at the site that we're doing filling, earth filling to make up level. By the time we fill the two workshop, we will now do our casting. I will start superstructure immediately. We are assuring the Excellency that we are going to fast track this project to completion, because we know the Okeagbado community and the community in this area, they need this project. Our initial completion time was saying May. I visited Ufoh. Ufoh is very close. I reside in Warri. Ufoh is very close to my residence. I stay in Airport Road. So I visited when they were doing the construction. From foundation, I visited that place. We need more structures to be added here, most especially the workshop. Because in Ufoh, we have 3 workshops there. Here it is 2 workshops. At the inception of this project, I mentioned it to the consultant. Consultant said that is what the 2 workshops is what that was approved. So if government can look at this area and include another workshop and other area, even the classroom, and apart from the classroom, the staff quarter is a welcome development. At the inception of this project, there was flood. The flood ravaged the entire site, and we demobilized completely. That one took us how many months before we came back, before we returned back to site. So that flood, that's why if you see the buildings we have raised, because of that experience of that flood, the consultant said no, he has to take this is not the final, this is not the final level of those buildings. We have to take the building because of the flood issue. So flood has been one of the major issues. Thank God that the flood came.
Okay.
Because yes, thank God that the flood came. Without the flood, we wouldn't have known the final level. It was because of the flood that the consultant, all of us put heads together and said, no, we cannot stop the building at a 4 course, 1.2. That's why if you look at the administrative building, look at the height of the administrative building. And now there is a design from the consultant that will channel the water from the site. If you look at the site, if you look at the side of the site, it's very high. It's only the administrative area, administrative building area, and the school hall that is low. At the entrance to these premises, you know that that side is high. So there is a designer that will control the water at that level to the swamp here.
The inspection team of the Delta State Ministry of Technical Education berthed in Oareki, Ufoh West local government and met a well-articulated structure with access road around the project. However, there was no work ongoing on the site, but the structures on the ground was nothing below the trademark of Delta State and could be estimated to be at about 60% completed. The commissioner and the contractor have these to say.
We're here for on-the-spot assessment of the project. You can see I'm flanked by my PS, Director of Research, and the consultant is here. On-the-spot assessment, this is my first time of coming to this place, but I think what I saw here is encouraging. I can rate this place 60 to 65% completed. What interests me most is the access road. He doesn't need to do much again for the access road. All the corners are connected. You can drive around without hitch. And the buildings are there. A little touch, we can go to 80%, then completion. This is one of the places I'm particularly interested. Out of a project, the contractor has brought it to a level that, yes, nobody can doubt his ability. So if we return back to site, that will be an interesting one. The consultant is here and some other people who can equally contribute to what I've seen. But I'm encouraged, I'm impressed.
The buildings are categorized differently and they have different stages of completion. Some have been roofed. If you look at the other end, you see that some have been roofed. Like all these ones, they have not been roofed. So they have gotten to a roof stage and little things you can do. Putting the roof carcass and then the roofing sheet, you can move. But one particular thing that he has done is the road network, which is very, very important. He has already tried to take the project to a particular height that anybody can access and everybody can say, let's move on, and it can go on. Given available resources, that is funding, for the project, he has gotten up to about 60%, 60 to 62% of total completion as it is, because of singularly the road and the external works they have done to a particular level. Then as for the buildings, you have the hostel, the dining, the workshop that is yet to be roofed. Those ones can categorize out to about 50% of the whole thing. While you have all other ones, that's the residential, it has gotten to about 70% of that particular one. Then the main one, which is the administrative block, also roofed. That one also have gotten up to about 70%, 65% of the whole work. So if you categorize everything to get about 60% of all. You can see it yourself, it has done well. Sometimes you see a project abandoned to this level, you will see some dilapidation and all. But this one is standing, even with the little accident they have, but that is through fire bond. The structure is still standing well, tall. So we just need some little cleanup and then start the initial project completely and then make do all other things.
In Olariki is Uche Austin, and this is No 24 TV.